Okay, something pretty massive could be happening for XRP right here. But first off, I want to quickly ask, how many of you guys are actually holding XRP? If you are, make sure you press that like button and let me know down below. Anyway, so for the recent while here, we've been talking about the XRP utility. The price has been going insane, and we've discussed what could the next big factors be. Gary Gensler getting fired? Something happening to the layer 2, the EVM compatibility. Maybe something with the stablecoin? Well, let's talk about that. Or what? There's a couple more things that I could think of here, like for example, the smart contract functionality on the XP ledger. But it all basically comes down to the same thing, which is something new. Something that holders can look forward to for like a whole new era starting. At the end of the day, all the things I just mentioned, they kind of come into one big little ball of sorts because we've been talking about them all for a long time. But something just happened. Just like how the ETFs have been happening, they're getting applied for time and time again. Something has just happened, which I think is actually the start of something pretty quite huge. I mean, we don't have the official date for it, but all we know is this is the start of something pretty massive. Let me show you. VET just shared that pretty much all of the RLUSD was actually burned today. And I was quite surprised because I thought it would take a long time, but they've probably let me not get ahead of myself. On each Ethereum and the XP ledger, there's only around 100K, so basically nothing, of RLUSD left. And for the most part, that would make, I just broke something, would make me conclude that they're done testing, right? And that just basically means they can start flipping the switch. Now, I don't want to say flip the switch like we always used to say with it flipping and all of a sudden it going to the #1 spot, etc., etc. But in my opinion, if you're asking me, hey, what does this mean? It means an announcement perhaps could be coming here very, very soon together with Ripple's swell video. Or it could be that, I want to say a lot of different things, but there's no announcement just quite yet. But the moment, and this is my speculatory piece, right? The moment the announcement comes, because of the bull market that we're in, it could be a pretty juicy pump for XRP. Not like 30, 40% crazy like that, but just a nice little bump the moment it gets announced. Because right now in this attention economy, a lot of these coins are battling for relevancy, which is going to be probably based on announcements and things of that sort. I mean, I've still got my XRP trades open. I'm still extremely bullish on the medium scope for it all, even though Bitcoin right now has been falling. I do know ultimately though, like I've said for a long time, I do know where we're headed. So it doesn't really concern me too much. And even if in the middle scheme we fall a little bit over the next few days for Bitcoin, even if we go back all the way towards like 90 or 91,000 like yesterday, I know the direction that we're going over the next few weeks. And ultimately, I'm showing you this because Bitcoin goes first. Right now, it seems Ethereum is up. And then usually our coins like XRP go because XRP is usually like one of the last ones to do it. I'm just telling you that truthfully. Cardano, for example, also, we all know they've got one of the tightest communities in crypto, but they're usually not the first to gain the crazy amounts of hype. Now, there's something else I'll quickly say though. If you're using Bybit or if you're not, I've left a link to both Bybit and a couple other exchanges down below. Like for example, Blowfin, where you could trade from everywhere in the world, and right now there's a pretty cool competition. There is something right now that I think is pretty cool over on Bybit. Well, let's take a little bit of a look, right? So what they've got here is Bybit MetaTrader 5. If I hover over it, it goes blue. But anyway, a lot of you guys were saying, Dusty, I'm in a crypto, but gold or but. Did you know that Bybit also actually has functionality for that, where you can actually trade Forex, crypto, gold, everything? I mean, recently they've been letting a lot of announcements go of trying to become like a platform of everything, so also stocks, etc., etc. I think there was a big announcement of it quite recently. But even though I use Bybit every single day, did not know that they had MetaTrader 5. Again, this trade where we turned the $2,000 into $35K is right over on Bybit. And the rest of our trades, which are in right now 100K worth of profit, are also all over on Bybit. And I didn't know, even though I've been using this for years. So if you want to get started, just press this create MT5 account. And honestly, it's actually quite easy. Now you've got, or at least if you open MetaTrader 5, you got Bybit on your phone to trade with whatever through your Bybit. It's pretty cool. You can easily just transfer funds in and out through your Bybit app. You learn something new every single day. Yeah, I've got the gold chart and can now just trade gold on here. Pretty cool. To continue on with my story, man, when it comes to my coins like XRP here or Cardano, when I look at the comments, I sometimes get disappointed. But I've made multiple videos about that already, so I won't say it again. I won't say I'm disappointed in people who do not believe, because I understand. We've been holding for so many years, To which I don't really find it odd anymore that people don't have that long of a breath. Then again, what I kind of fear, what I find sometimes almost annoying, I can handle it though, don't worry about me, is people who are not trying to sell it off, but are complaining. Or people who don't hold anything and complain. So when I look at the comments, a lot of people say, man, I've been waiting for so many years. And I look and think, whoa, you just got yourself like a, 7, 8x or so in the span of a few months, where it went from 30 cents, which as of this point could have been your average price. It's been so long since XRP was trading at all these freaking low, or was trading for all these low prices. If your average price was not dirt cheap, what have you been doing? Did you lose faith somewhere throughout the whole journey? But if that's the case, then this I also never understand. Why hold on still? Yeah, because I bought in and I didn't want to sell because what? If you thought it was going to zero, why not just sell it on and move on? No, because I hoped that, but then now that we're on a good track, be happy. Most people, when I look at my old videos, right? I remember we went to 76 cents. And you know the joy that people felt when we got there? It was crazy. Right now we're double that. We're at $1.50 and people are like, Man, you know how crazy, unreal it feels to me that we're at these prices? You know why? Not because $1.50 is that much per XRP. It really isn't. It is for the last couple of years, but it really isn't. But the fact that we were able to get there now, this early into the season, in my opinion means we're about to go so freaking super cycle mode. There's a lot of people who say, no, Dusty, this is where XRP turns back down to zero. All right, show me your short. Show me that you actually believe that by opening at least $25 million short. If you show me that, hey, well, I'll come to you, shake your hand if you end up being right, because the amount of money you'll make is insane. You'll make at least $1 billion, maybe $2, maybe $10 billion. If you right now really believe XRP is going to zero from here, short it. This is my thoughts, right? Short it with everything you've got, prove me right, or prove me wrong, I guess, and make billions of dollars in the process so you can laugh at our faces. At the end of the day, if you were really that certain about anything, about Bitcoin or Luna, whatever, you would probably have at least $1 billion right now. It is always a matter of, I'm not that sure, that stops you from becoming a billionaire. Don't know how? Well, think about it. If XRP goes back to zero, you will obviously turn whatever money you have probably times at least 1,000. And if you're not trading with at least $1 million, your trading opinion is not that valid because you've yet to prove yourself with your actual net worth. Not trying to poke into anybody's strategies. I mean, even if you have $7 to your name, it doesn't mean your strategy is worse than anybody else's. Matter of fact, a lot of people with a lot of money, they change a little bit because the money affects you. All I'm saying is at that point, your track record is not that great, especially not that great with a lot of money. Anyway, this is just to say real quick that a lot of people are always so cool to come up and say, no, it's never gonna, never. But they don't like to put any money on it. They just talk. They just, if you don't want to buy it, that's completely fine. There's a lot of coins in this list which I do not own or own very little amounts of. If you do not like it, that's completely fine. No shame in your game, my brothers. If you're trading it, and you think it's going to go down from here, you might as well take some profit. And maybe you're not into shorting because it's against your ideas. Hey, just sell it and try to buy back cheaper, for example, if you do believe over a long term will go up. At the end of the day, nobody knows where it's going to be tomorrow, right? We only know where it's going to be headed, at least as far as I'm thinking, over the next few months. And even on our trades that we keep showcasing here, I keep saying it's fine to sell the top, sell at $1.50, try to buy back at $1.43. You know, sell at $1.43 if you bought at $1.29, for example. That's completely fine. It's not stupid. The thing is, I don't like to do it with my main stash, but I have these positions open that I keep showing you here for a good reason. It's because those I can quickly sell off, get some profit on, and then try to buy back in to get more profit on them time and time again. You guys all know my targets, right? For ADA, the same situation. A lot of people like to say, no, Dusty, it can never go on a run. But most people told me ADA can never go back to $1, but here we are today. And so the story kind of goes for a lot of these coins. People keep saying, no, it's not going to happen until it happens. I keep saying 𝗵𝗵, for example. It could actually do a 10x from here. People say, no. You know what's funny? The last time I talked about 𝗵𝗵, when I got like over, I think a total 3 million views or so on some short videos I made, you know, it was 1/5 of the price that it is today. And it was 1/6 of the price that it was a few weeks ago. Back then when I said a 10x, people also were like, no, for 𝗵𝗵, it's not going to happen. I wasn't out there saying $10 per 𝗵𝗵. I was saying a 10x. They're like, no, it's already going to be way too big. But now I'm saying, man, it could actually go towards Doge's old prices. And people are like, no, it can never go up. Let's just see. The bull run is going to surprise a lot of people. Some coins will go way further than you could have imagined. Even NEAR. Right now, it's not as hyped up. You'll see how crazy a coin like NEAR, which almost nobody's talking about right now, could do. And a lot of coins in this list will just go on a crazy run, given enough time, because the bull market don't play. It really doesn't. But yeah, Ladies and gentlemen, if you've not done it yet, make sure you go ahead and press the like button on this video. Make sure you put the notification bell on so you're always notified whenever something crazy happens. You can always ignore the video, but you can never turn back time. And you might sometimes wish you saw the video earlier, you know. Make sure you put the notification bell on. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video somewhere later today, hopefully.